Good morning, children. Welcome to our online classes. Today, we are going to discuss about the first lesson of geography, the resources and development. Resources and development. First of all, according to your previous classes, the explanation given for resources. A resource is a useful thing, that's all. Any useful thing is considered a resource. But when you come to this 10th standard, there is a expanding definition for the word resources. All useful things which fulfill some conditions will be considered as a resource. For example, technologically accessible. Technologically accessible. First condition is technologically accessible. What is the meaning of technology? It means when the useful thing which is considered as resource, it must be accessible to us. Means those resources are available freely in nature. A person or the people can reach them, can get them, can reach them. This is called accessible. That is technologically means with some technological skill or some skill. When we apply, when we try to reach that resource, it must be within our reach. This is called technologically accessible. And second one is economically feasible. Economically feasible. Economically feasible. What does it mean? What is the meaning of the word economy? Economy is related to money. Economy is related to money. When we spend some money, that is less money, we can get that resource into our use. This is called economically feasible. It means with consumption of less price, they must be available to us. Means to get them, they must be available for less cost in the society. That is called economically feasible. For example, why the petrol has that much of cost? Petrol has that much of cost. Nearly it is selling at 80 rupees. It means for lifting petroleum from the underground of the earth, we are spending lot of money. That's why the cost of petrol is 80 rupees. Whereas cost of salt is only 10 rupees per 1 kg. If you go to seashore, we will get the salt freely. It means petroleum also a resource, but we have to spend much money on that. Still we have to spend much money to get water in the colder areas. For example, Ladakh region. Though the water is plenty in Ladakh region, but that is in the form of ice. People cannot use it for uh, growing crops. So it is there is a scarcity of water in Ladakh region. When you go to some Arab countries, there water scarcity is more. Water scarcity is more. There the water cans are selling for high prices. Why? Because those people get water from the sea by processing the sea water. It takes a lot of money. So the things, they must be useful to us and also available in the nature with less cost. Those are only considered as a resource. This is called the condition of economically feasible. Economically feasible. And third condition is culturally acceptable. Third one is culturally acceptable. Culturally acceptable. What is the meaning of culture? Culture means people follow certain things in their everyday life since ancient times. This culture has come from our ancestors to us. So we have to safeguard them. The resource which is damaging our culture, people cannot accept it. They cannot accept it. So it is not considered as a resource. For example, opium. Opium creates a lot of damage to the health of the people. That's why though the opium plants are present, people never go to them and pluck them. But voluntarily but intentionally, some countries are encouraging opium for having much money. But here, the resource must be acceptable by the people. Then only they start to use them. That is called culturally acceptable. To use certain kinds of resources, their culture does not agree. So they don't go to those resources and collect them. So these are the three conditions must be fulfilled that a useful thing to be called as a resource. But previously we learned that any useful thing is a resource. Water is a resource. We did not say that sea water or river water. River water is a resource, whereas sea water is not a resource. It requires a lot of money to make it drinkable, to drink, to make it useful for drinking purpose. So sea water we never use for drinking purpose, for bathing, for washing or anything. All that 98% of the total water quantity on this earth is of waste. That's why to be called a thing, useful thing, a resource or not, these three conditions must be fulfilled. Then only they are called as resources. Our next topic is classification of resources. Classification of resources. What is the need of classifying the resources? Because there are so many variety of resources. To know them, to study them easily, first we have to classify them. Then only we can study about these resources detailedly with the help of classification. And the resources are classified on the basis of first, see, classification of resources. Classification of resources. On the basis of variety of reasons or factors, resources can be classified into many. For example, the first way of classification, that is on the basis of origin. What is the meaning of origin? Origin means from where that particular resource is coming out. From where, from which field it is coming out. That is called its origin. Origin means puttuka. Ekkada puttindi. దేని నుంచి మనకు వస్తుంది అనేదే origin. On the basis of origin, resources are divided into two. That is, one is biotic resources. What are biotic resources? Bio means life. Bio means life. Biotic resources means the resources which are coming from the living things. Living